Welcome back to Blaze Adams 24/7, where the tea is hot, even when it's not. I wanted to talk to you guys about Diddy and Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane. Okay, so remember Diddy, it was all over the blogs about him reassigning publishing rights to his former artists, right? Well, what they said initially was that he gave the artists back their publishing, but Diddy clarifies it in this clip from his Breakfast Club interview. But more importantly, Aubrey O'Day, she tells us a little more about the details behind the scenes of this. And then there's another clip of her talking about sex parties in Hollywood, which I'm going to also let y'all hear. But let's hear first what Diddy has to say about the publishing situation.
You know what I'm saying? It was actually done 2 years ago, and it was more of me just evolving as a businessman, you know, a person that really wants change in the world, you know, and progress, most importantly, because you can have change but not progress. And you know, it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was the right thing to do, and it's the frequency that I'm in, and it's the love frequency. If it wasn't for like these people that, you know, have helped me with all of these records, everybody, if there's anything, you know what I'm saying, that like that, you know, just doing the right thing, that's just with the frequency that I'm in. And so that was done 2 years ago. So it's not like it's called reassigned. It's not, you know, not, I didn't give nobody anything. It's just reassigning because of the contracts and everything is up to par. You don't have to. Business is business. You don't have to change the contract. You don't have to make changes in the world. But if you have a chance to do the right thing, why wouldn't you do the right thing? You know what I'm saying? And that's a world that I want to live in. And so, you know what I'm saying, I want to be that change that I want.
What do you say to the people who say they feel like the publishing has no value now and you've already made all your money off it, so now you want to give it back because it's not really worth anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's just not the truth. Whatever your value of your publishing is, that's the value of your, you know, of your publishing. And it's really about just me evolving and wanting to do, you know what I'm saying, what I feel is like the right thing that we should all do. We should all look at where we're at in the world today. It's called
Let me mute this before we get to Aubrey. Notice he didn't really answer the question. The value of your publishing is the value of your publishing. And then he goes on to talk about himself again. And is he high or what? I'm like, what is wrong with him? But I'm glad Charlemagne made that point because that's been the consensus. But let's hear what Aubrey has to say about this.
That I want.
Claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release, I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs Music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing this. So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay, it's hundreds of dollars. And me as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now and talking about boy bands and girl bands, because you have to make claims or wrongdoings or action.
Okay. So what she's saying is that, you know, he had them sign NDAs in order to get the publishing. And with that NDA comes a lot of stipulations and, you know, just pretty much trying to shut you up. You can't talk about nobody. And I'm wondering if this has to do with, you know, people are saying that there's a surviving Diddy documentary on the way. And it would make sense because, you know, Hulu is supposed to be filming his family's reality show, kind of like the Kardashians, you know, the Combses. This was announced back in March of this year. So notice he's been in the headlines for a lot of things lately. He has been in the headlines for, he just got the Global Icon Award at the VMAs. He just got the key to the city. The mayor of New York gave him the key to the city the other day. What else has he been in the headlines for? This publishing situation. And before this, there's been some negative things too. He lost those liquor brand deals after suing the company for discrimination. And then remember, his son, Justin, had gotten a DUI. And then his mother, Misa Hilton, went off on Diddy publicly about it because I guess they were working for Diddy as brand ambassadors for his liquor deals. And she, was saying that's not a good look. But, this is all just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like something's coming that he's trying to beat to the punch, I feel. But with that said, let's move over to, I believe, where was Aubrey was on another, I think it was Hollywood Unlocked. Let me find that real quick. Yeah, I have to be, here she is. I have to be creative because they be trying to change the game on me. I used to be able to screen record and just do anything I needed in, the different apps. But now the screen record, the audio doesn't transfer over, which I just found out after I posted a video on my other channel, which is $1 Trillion Goddess, by the way. You can follow me as well on YouTube, as well as Instagram and Twitter, $1 Trillion Goddess. Okay, so here's Aubrey. Aubrey O'Day spills on what happens at industry sex parties in Hollywood. Chicks with dicks is very big in LA. All right, let's listen.
LA, they're whack. I could throw better ones.
Start throwing them.
Maybe.
Take me through a night at an Aubrey O'Day sex party. What would it be like?
The sex party I just went to, I was just like, all I saw was generational trauma on a bed.
Can I get some details on what happens here? So you arrive. Where's that nice house in the hills, I'm assuming?
Yeah. So nice house in the hills. A lot of the celebrities have masks on. Then it's a lot of agents and money men.
Ooh,
ugly.
You're at a sex party with your agent, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I saw a few of my old agents like, yeah, I knew you were a little down low freak. And then they do a performance. All the performers are OnlyFans people. Mm-hmm. Their company heads are usually I go to all the sex parties in LA. They're whack. All of the big ones are there. All their big girls are there. They all have sex with each other. Chicks with dicks is very big in LA. Everybody from rappers to sports guys to everybody wants a woman, a female face, female titties, and a dick fucking them. Whoa. I've honestly gotten off to that porn.
To each their own.
I've gotten off to watching it. I thought I was watching the most beautiful woman get fucked, and I was using my vibrator, and I was like, this is so hot. She was getting pounded up against a kitchen table.
What?
Perfect tits, most beautiful face I've ever seen. And then she turned around and had the most massive dick and just threw the guy down and just started fucking him. And I was like, damn. I don't have a dick, but that was
battle of attrition there going on there, huh?
I stopped for a second. I was like, should I be getting turned on by this? It's like when you watch your first rape porn and you're like, should I do this? And then you feel disgusting after.
Yep.
Your first what?
I'm pretty vanilla when it comes to porn.
Really?
Yeah.
There's all of the big ones are there. All their big girls are there. They all have sex.
Wow. Okay. So did she say her first R-word porn? Aubrey O'Day has always been wild, but I didn't know she was this freaky. She said all the sex parties in LA are whack. That means she did say she goes to all of them. I've never heard anybody admit to this stuff before. She better be careful. Let's look at some of these comments. I meant to look at the comments from the other post too, but maybe I'll go back. Men love transsexuals. Did she call them chicks with dicks? She's going to get some backlash for that, I think, because trans women, they are very vocal. Hello, why do you think Eyes Wide Shut was made? LOL. That's a look into the secret society of Hollywood life. Morals, self-respect, etc. have really died. People hosting these things and the people attending. SMH. God your children have turned their backs on you. And this is why I do not miss living in that soul-snatching city 5 years gone this month. Please don't blame it on LA. These things go on all over, okay? We're going to probably hear about her unexpected death soon. Why? That's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, she's got to be careful. Somebody said they thought this was Gary from Teen Mom 2. I don't know if you guys watched that, but he does look like Gary from Teen Mom 2. Somebody said, I've been living in LA almost 50 years and I've never seen no shit like that. So don't blame the entire city. Rather question who you're surrounding yourself with. Exactly. And I would say, as an average citizen, you're not going to see these things. This is Hollywood stuff, but it happens all over the world. Okay. Somebody said, I had no idea that R-word porn was a thing. And why are people turned on by that? I was like, what did she say? Not me waiting for her to drop rappers and athletes' names. Well, she knows better than to drop names, but she said a lot. Aubrey said a lot. And she's, I don't know. We got to protect Aubrey because she's one of the truth tellers that we need, right? But let's go back real quick to the Shade Room. I want to see some of those comments about Diddy and that publishing stuff because if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm at the top. I'm at the top. So I said Hulu is still filming his family reality show. That's that on that. Yeah. Did y'all see where supposedly if the artists want their publishing, they have to sign an NDA? Yeah, she let us know that. Somebody said his aura is so dark. It's like a black cloud over him. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Somebody said, I can't wait till they do a surviving Diddy story. Yep, because that's the rumor, is that there's a documentary coming out about him. There's also talk about his deceased baby's mom, Kim Porter. She supposedly had a memoir that she was writing, a tell-all, I guess you could say. And that supposedly was behind her death. Her laptop went missing, but there's been rumors that her family members and friends have a copy of it or something, and they've been working on getting this thing published. So it seems to me like Diddy's trying to get in front of something. But somebody said Michael Jackson, R.I.P., bought the Beatles' old catalog of songs for $47 million, outbidding Paul McCartney. If your publishing is worth a few hundred dollars, it's because the songs you wrote are not hits. Streaming is just one source of monetization. Okay, so some people come in the comments and they justify what he did, because the whole thing is that, Diddy, they say Diddy waited so long. I mean, we're talking decades here. He waited so long to do this that the publishing is really not worth anything, that he's pretty much squeezed everything out of it that it was worth before giving it or reassigning it back to the former artist. And, some people say, no, that's not true. And Diddy couldn't even answer to it. He kind of said, well, the value of it is the value of it. But the point is made, right? That you waited a long time to do this. So now the songs aren't hits anymore. Radio play is not the same as it was back then. How are they going to make money off these songs? So, I mean, I guess they can be creative and try to, do licensing deals with movies and things like that. But again, these are old songs. So somebody said he got tired of Biggie's ghost flicking him on the forehead at night. From Aubrey's perspective and explanation of the contract, it sounds like he doesn't want all those artists to do a tell-all or a documentary at any point, but they will probably make more money off of a tell-all or documentary than they're publishing. Exactly. So, Diddy is Diddy, and he has always, to me, been problematic as just a person. I don't know. It's just something about him. But this is decades old stuff we're talking about. And then to talk about Aubrey, she better be careful. I don't know if she's drunk or high or what her deal is, why she's being so open and honest publicly about some things that are supposed to be a secret. But at the same time, we're in a new era. Things are coming to light. You know, it's just a different time. So I'm just curious to see if there's going to be any backlash or fallout from this for her. Hopefully not. And also regarding Diddy, I'm curious to see what's down the line for him. You know, why is he doing all this stuff? What's going on? Okay. So that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, bye.